Hi there, it's Kathy Cheo-Isaacs, also known as I Wear the Crowns on Twitter. Hello, how are you? And we are working on activity 3 of lesson 8 in Python 101 inside of the Minecraft Education Computer Science subject kit. So we have just passed activities 1 and 2, which had to do with teaching the agent how to till land and plant saplings and fertilize them, and then also to destroy obstacles in its way. So the concept that we're working with in this lesson is the concept of using functions to make your code more efficient and to make debugging a lot easier. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk to the developer and see what our task is for activity 3. Okay, so our developer would like to get the agent to plant saplings. Okay, we did that on tilled soil on a small pasture. So I guess that's the area over to the left. However, there's something wrong with the code. My agent doesn't cover the whole area as it moves. Okay, so yeah, that probably tells you you might need a loop. I don't know. Let's take a look at what's going on. So we're going to go ahead and say the try again, and we're going to look at what's going on in this area. Okay, so I suppose this is the pasture. We have our rows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows is what it looks like. Might be an 8 by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, oh, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so it's an 8 by 10 pasture. I don't see a gold block. Okay, so my guess is I'm going to actually make the note of 8 rows 8 by 10. Okay. Whoops, I wrote 8 even though I said and thought 10. Okay, 8 by 10 grid, I guess is what I'll say here. And then I'm going to go ahead and press C to look at the code and see what oh my goodness, there are so many comments here. And then an error occurred as we loaded the tutorial. All right, so let's look at the part 1s. Line 3 says replace the comment about the function. Okay, declare function 1. There is a loop going from 1 to 9. And if you go from 1 to 9, it's really the difference of 9 minus 1. So it's an 8. The loop is repeating 8 times, which makes sense because there are 8 rows. Okay, this is part 2. Let's go back here. We want the agent to move forward. Okay, we want the agent to move forward. In part 1. So now we have a second function that the code wants us to do. Have the agent turn right, move forward, turn right. Oh, okay. Replace with comment about, and then a third function. So it looks like 4 functions altogether. Make the agent turn left, move forward, turn left. All right. And then the 4th function is going to be make the agent move forward. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's part 2. Go back to part 1. For loop 2, set to 4. Call the function to make the agent move forward. Call the function to make the agent turn right. Call the function to make the agent move forward, and then call it to make it turn left. Okay, so it looks like we have 4 functions to define in part 1. One is going to be the moving forward function. One is going to be a turn right, move forward, turn right. Okay, and one is a turn left, and then okay, so 3 functions in part 1. Now, you might also go ahead and go to your educator guide and take a peek. Sometimes I don't know if you noticed, but I tend to just jump right in, and I have sometimes selective reading. So I looked at that. I looked at what the screen looked like, and I said, all right, that's what I want to do. And remember, in like activity 1, I totally had it wrong. Okay, so code 3 new functions with sequences. 1 to make the agent move forward, turn left, turn right. Perfect. Use these functions in a for loop to make the agent pass over every block in the area, row by row, until it reaches the gold block. Okay, so I'm not sure that I saw the gold block in here. I did not. Okay, so maybe something will happen when we hit run. Okay, so let's go ahead and define our functions. So we're going to go ahead and do that right here. Okay, so I'll go after all of the part ones. So we're going to go ahead and say def for define space function underscore, I guess this one is move forward. Okay, so we'll just call it forward. Okay, remember we have parentheses and we have a colon. Okay, that is defining the function. And then what we're going to do here, oh, we need to define for loop, declare function 1. Oh, make a loop, set that from 1 to 9. Oh, that's not funny. I was trying to make it like, I don't know, keep the comments together, but I think maybe I should not do that because I'm going to forget something. Okay, so now we need to, in this function forward, set a loop for 1 to 9. So we need to say for range 1 to 9, for loop range 1 to 9. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Let's actually take a look at the loops. So we have a for loop. I don't know why it's saying 1 to 9. I'm going to just drop that in here. Oh, for I in range 4. How come I did this wrong? I think I'm thinking of JavaScript. For I in range 4. Why is it 1 to 9? Okay. So for I in range 9. Okay, 9. And then we're going to pass the code. So this is not quite saying that. Can I say for 1, I equals 1? In range 9? No, it's going to tell me it's wrong. I need this. Yeah, I don't think you can set that. All right, so we'll just try that. And we'll say, I think it's 8. All right, and then here, make the agent move forward. So remember, you have to indent. That's how it knows that, that's how the code knows that it's part of that loop. And agent.move, and we have to say forward. And I think we have to say comma 1 to say how many forward, and then that's the end of the loop. Okay, and we'll also, just before this, we'll say, we'll comment the code and we'll say this code makes the agent move forward 8. Okay. Okay, end of code. So now here's declare function 2. So again, how does it start? DEF space, and we know something's going on because it turns blue. We're going to call this function underscore turn right. Okay, and I'm using my camel case, parentheses and a colon. Make the agent turn right. So in here, it's going to be agent. I think there's something called turn. Yes, turn. And there are 2 ways that you can do it. You can say turn the direction, or you can say turn right. So we're going to go ahead and try this. Turn right. We're going to have the agent move forward as part of this function. Agent move forward, comma 1. And then we'll have the agent turn right again. So I'll just copy this code over here at above. Okay, so enter, indent, tab to indent, and that is our turn right function. So I'll take this. It's almost like I should say declare it there, but I'm not so worried about that. Okay, declare function 3. Okay, so let's go ahead and say, now if I didn't have all this code in, or all the comments in between, well, I can do it too. I know that this is correct. So look at all my squiggly lines. That's because you can't define something with the same name. Whoops, and I did it again as I was trying to correct it. So I'm going to say turn left.